During all my childhood, Liren was one of the best players in the world, having a rating of more than 28, being in the top 2, top 3, top 4 of the world during many years. He had a streak of 100 games without loss between 2017 and 2018, with 29 wins and 71 draws. And as every chess player, his dream was became world champion. And in the candidate of 2023, he made a great performance, finishing in the second position. But Nepo that year in Madrid was unstoppable, and he won the tournament. But Magnus Carlsen this year decided to give up of the World Championship, and a new spot is open. So the FIDE decided to give the spot to fight for the World Championship crown to Liren, because he finished in the second place in the candidates tournament, and they decided to make the match between Liren and Ian Nepomniachtchi for the World Championship crown. And this was a very intense match with many decisive games, but finally in the tiebreaks, Liren won the match, and he became a world champion in 2023, probably making the dream of every chess player, and it's well deserved. During that match, I was supporting more Nepo because I prefer him as a player, but I think that Liren deserved to be world champion because during many years he had a huge rating and he was one of the best players of the world, and he made a good match and he deserved the world championship. In the next year, Gukesh Domaraju won the candidates tournament and they faced Liren for the world championship. I want to say one thing first. After Liren won the world championship, he never won rating in any tournament. Till the match against Nepo, he was a great player, one of the best of the world, being in the top. But after his match against Ian Nepomniachtchi, he started to play bad chess, and in the next few months and in the next tournament, in all the tournaments, he lost some rating. So after the match against Nepo, we cannot see Liren at his top level, and Gukesh came to this match in a very, very strong pace after win the candidates and win the Olympiad in the board 1. So before this match, everybody expect that Gukesh is going to destroy Liren, but Liren fight very, very well. But in the last round, just when everything looks like it's going to be to the tiebreaks, Liren played here rook f2, blundering rook takes f2, king takes, bishop d5, going for a winning pawn game for black. And after this tactic, Gukesh became world champion. So Liren loses the crown just 2 years before, 2 years after won that. And we can see in the video of Liren that his rating, for example, in May 2023 is the match against Ian Nepomniachtchi. Well, okay, he won the match and he won some rating. But after May 2023, let's see that all his next tournaments he lost rating. In June 2023, he lost 9. Later, he lost 17. Another 17 loss. 8. Let's see that his next 5 months that he played, he lost rating. And after all this bad result in the world champion that he lost, he at least he won 6 points of rating, but okay, he lost the match. And after lost the crown against Gukesh in January 2025, the match really was on December and November. After lost the crown in December and November of 2024, he disappeared completely from the world of chess. And let's see that he just plays on Rapid, where he lost rating too, but he doesn't play classical games till May 2026. Liren spent 1 year and a half without playing classical games. At least, okay, in this tournament he played the Chinese League and he made good result, but he completely disappeared from the elite of chess till the last week, where he returned to play the Rapid and Blitz Teams World Championship with the team Dragon Chilling. And let's see what happened in that tournament. I'm going to analyze one game of the Rapid and one game of the Blitz to see what happened in the return of Liren. 1 second, browser here, and didn't saw. Okay, Liren was playing for the team Dragon Chilling, a team only of Chinese players. We had in the team Liren, Wei Yi, Yu Yangri as the top 3 stars. In the board 4 we have some good grandmasters as Lu Shangli, for example, Huang Guo. And in the 5 board, play only in girls. So there we have the world champion Yuan Yun and Tai Li. And in the 6 board, you should play with a player without under 2000 of rating, but the Chinese players score very, very well. And the team of dingliren, the Dragon Chilling, reached the last round tied in the first place. And they face another team of China. So let's see this game because this was decisive for the tournament. Okay, dingliren is playing the first board and he's not winning so much game, but he's playing solid. He's making many draws against the top players and beating the not so good players. So solid performance by dingliren for the moment. So let's see the last game and decisive for the tournament. Okay, dingliren open with d4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight f3, d5, knight c3, knight d7, everything normal, bishop f4, and here opponent capture on c4, e3, trying to recapture the pawn, a6. Here dingliren first play a4 because if he captures directly with bishop takes c4 can gain possible b5, so that's the idea of a4. Avoid b5, knight here, a5, knight d5, and he finally recaptures the pawn, knight f4, pawn f4. I want to stop here because now black have the bishop pair and black won the bishop pair, but white have good counterplay for that because he have more development and more space with the pawns. He have the pawn on a5, giving more space, the pawn on d4, the pawn on f4. So white have good space and good development to counter the bishop pair. By the way, black with an accurate play can equal bishop d6. And now good move by dingliren, knight d5 going aggressive, you have more development. The bishop on c8 is still trapped, so you should try to play aggressive. Short castle, bishop d7, and now great move of queen f3. The queen could bring to the attack with queen h3, he's attacking b7, maybe f5 one day. The queen is great on f3, you are giving the d1 square for one rook. So I like this move, queen f3, rook b8. Now he activates the pieces with rook d1. And here Zhao Yun decides to try to activate the pieces and try to open the rook with b5. It's a good move. b6 is another possibility. Can transpose to the game because after b5 white have the extra options of keep the b5 close with bishop b3 or bishop d3. But okay, I think that 8 takes b6 was fine. Bishop e8 here was another possibility. But okay, b5 was fine. Pawn takes b3. And here came the first mistake of Zhao. Okay, for the moment he was playing a normal game, but here came his first mistake. And yeah, and dingliren punished that very, very well. Okay, he played bishop b4, and that's a mistake because, okay, we're going to see the refutation later. Bishop b5 was better. For example, knight a4, b8, g3, but bishop b5 could be better. The problem of bishop b4 is that now, with d5, great move, opening all the pieces, black position is just completely lost. It's strange because we are in the opening, we are in the move 17 in a game between two grandmasters, so it's strange that white is winning in just the move 17, but yeah, we're going to see that the tactics is coming for white and black is completely lost. Here the only move to still be in the game was bishop takes c3, knight d7, queen c3, pawn takes, rook takes, but okay, it's clear that white here have a good initiative. Rook e1 and white is very, very active, have the control of the file, this rook is attacking here, so this pawn is so weak too, so great. And the bishop is better than the knight, of course. So here white will have a great initiative. Instead of that, his opponent just take on d5. And after knight takes d5, knight takes queen d5, rooks d6 and knight f7. Here his opponent resigned in just 20 moves. Remember that his opponent have 2596 of rating, so he's a top grandmaster. And dingliren just beat them in just 20 moves. Incredible. Here he resigned because, okay, of course he can take here because the queen is moved. You are attacking the queen, so if you move the queen, I capture the rook with check. So the only logical move is the rook capturing here. And now just knight takes d8 is winning because this rook is pinned, so you can move the rook. And if you capture the knight, now white have an exchange up. Bishop takes should be enough to win, later bishop c6. Fuck. Later bishop c6 or bishop e6. But I think that rook d5 is playable too. And completely winning for black. I think, no, maybe bishop takes and later bishop c6. So yeah, great game to dingliren, and this victory gives the team drawn Chilling the victory in the Rapid Teams World Championship. So dingliren again is world champion 4 years ago after he beat Nepo. 3 years, 4 years before beat Nepo, or 3 or 4 years, I don't remember. No, he beat Nepo in 2023. So 3 years after beat Nepo, he became again world champion, now in a team, the Team Rapid World Championship. So great for dingliren, and I'm very happy to see him playing good again. In the second place, the team of Arjun Erigaisi, a team of only Indian players, tied with them in the first position, but okay, in the tiebreaks they been in the second position. And the third team was the Examine team, a team of Firuz and many other players of other countries. So okay, later I'm going to make other videos analyzing the performance of these other two teams. But now it's time to go for the blitz, because in this event they first play 3 days of a Swiss tournament of Rapid, and later we go for 2 days of blitz. First a Swiss tournament to see and a knockout round, and in the second day the best 8 teams of the first day play quarterfinals, semifinals and finals to see who is the winner. And the final was between the team of dingliren, the Dragon Chilling, against the team of Hans Niemann, the Endgame IA. The team of Niemann was Leinier Dominguez, Sarana, Lasavitz, and in the box girl we had Tujiner. So the Endgame IA was a great team, and they reached the finals. So let's see what happened in that game. One second, I should go to the game. Okay, there we are. Okay, in that game Niemann opens with e4, e5. This is the first board of the match, of course. Dingliren was playing the first board. He's the world champion, so he should play in the first board always. e4, dingliren responds with e5. I'm going to change the board because dingliren played with the black pieces. Knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, and dingliren goes for a solid line with bishop e7. It's popular nowadays. And Niemann goes with knight c3, is good for rapids. Short castle, rook e1 and e4 are the main moves. But okay, knight c3 is good for a rapid game. Short castle, a3 by Niemann, just giving this square to the bishop. One day you can play b4, so solid move. d6, bishop e3, bishop e6, knight d5, everything normal. Queen d3, queen d7, bishop b3, bishop d8. And here Niemann made a little bit strange move. Okay, it's common in this type of position, but first was better to go short castle and h3, and later play c4. Because Niemann played DLD c4, and here dingliren reacted very well, just going for the dark square bishop, taking the bishop pair. So great response by dingliren. Short castle and he take, and now knight e7. The knight is very bad place here, so he goes to g6, and later he's going to eject the knight with c6. Knight c6 and knight c3. And till here dingliren was playing perfect, and now he had a great idea, who was take. I explained many times that when we have a bishop that our opponent haven't, who is now the case of the dark square bishop, we should try to open the dark squares. So applying this concept, here dingliren should play e takes d4, e takes and c5, trying to open the dark squares. So the machine really likes this concept. But okay, dingliren plays more normal with queen e7, king is 1, c6, queen d3, bishop b6, rook d1, rook d8. Till here dingliren is making everything great. He have no weaknesses in his position. He's placing perfect his pieces, and the position of Niemann is a little bit more strange. It's okay, he have good space, but the absence of the dark square bishop, this bishop is strange too. And black is completely fine. And here Niemann made a horrible positional move, d5, opening the dark squares. I say that when our opponent having a dark square bishop, we should try to open the dark squares. But if we are the guy who having the dark square bishop, no, don't open the dark squares. Rook f2 could be better. But okay, dingliren doesn't react in the best way, was stronger just to play c takes, knight takes, takes, and bishop takes, and okay, black have an extra pawn. And if he recaptures with some pawns, okay, we have this incredible control here. Okay, this is not possible because c4. But okay, and this looks very strange too. Because okay, this bishop is completely dead and this bishop is open. So c takes d5 was the strongest response. Here, dingliren makes his first inaccuracy with bishop c8. d takes bishop a4, queen c7 before. Okay, at least white managed to activate a little bit this bishop and he's trying to win space in the queen side. He played a6, h6 was slightly better, but okay, h6, everything going normal. Bishop b3, h6, knight g1, bishop e6, knight e2. Niemann tries to open the file for the rooks, trying to attack, queen e7. And here, okay, this pawn is under attack, and Niemann defends that pawn in a passive way. And after that, he reached a very bad position. He should play with bishop a4, counter-attack, attacking c6. Instead of that, rook f3. Okay, this is a blitz game. The players can play perfect in a blitz game, of course. But rook f3 is not the best. Now, dingliren here have many good moves. For example, a5, rook d7, but he played knight h4, great move, attacking the rook g3. And here f5 is not the best, because the problem is that f5 is losing the bishop pair. But after knight f4, knight a4, f4, which is not the best move, but for a blitz game, you are creating some trouble for your opponent, because objectively this is a bad move. But he's creating trouble for Niemann, and Niemann just blundering the next move. The best response was pawn takes, and knight a4, giving the piece. For a blitz, it's very difficult to calculate all of this. Pawn takes, knight f4, giving the piece, rook f4, knight b6, queen b6, and c5. That's the tactic that both players miss, attacking the queen and attacking the bishop, but with few seconds in the clock, both players miss this tactic. So instead of that, Niemann plays knight takes b6, which is a mistake, because after just f takes d3, black is completely winning with extra material. But dingliren, instead of just take the knight here, or just go back with this one, he decides to go aggressive against the white king, instead of take the material. Good decision. Attacking the white king, who is very exposed. Bishop g4, queen h4, he repeat. And here, okay, he doesn't make the best move, but okay, he's still being better. Rook f3 was the winning move. White can capture because queen f2. Instead of that, he played rook f2, which is not bad. But c5, king h7, and here, okay, rook d1 was slightly better. Bishop d1 completely lost, because after bishop f3, knight g3, rook d2, queen d2, dingliren have an extra queen. So the team of Dragon Chilling won the Rapid and Blitz World Championship, the both tournaments. So great result for dingliren and his team, who won in the both tournaments. And dingliren was decisive in both tournaments, because in the last round of the Rapid, he won a great game in just 20 moves, and in the grand final of the Blitz, he beat Hans Niemann with this great game to secure the victory. So congratulations to dingliren and Dragon Chilling, and I'm very happy to see dingliren playing in the lead again and playing in a good level. I'm going to make more videos analyzing more these two tournaments, because okay, they are very interesting. We had another games of his partners, of Wei Yi, of Yu Yang. We have another top games of the other teams that make podium, as the team of Uzbekistan, some teams of India. So yeah, let's see the channel, because I'm going to post more videos of this tournament. Bye bye.